The agenda for today is labeling old jewelry stores, like my stash of jewelry, so that it can be more easily handled and sold without people asking 50,000 questions. So that's what we're doing here today, and listening to my washing machine run crazy. It's like going, 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 going. That's okay. I know it takes a while for StreamYard to send out notifications. We're going to sit here for a minute and just kind of hang out and wait. Kim is on her way out. She's going to help me do some stuff today. It's always fun when your friends come out and try to help you make something less boring because it's boring. So that's nice. My house is atrocious. I mean, my dishes are done, bathroom's clean, but it's just not the way I like it. So I'm irritated. And I'm trying to make all these fit in these boxes so when I hang them, they'll fit. So I can just take them out of the boxes and hang them straight up. Here, let's see. So pop in, say howdy. We had an interesting day yesterday. Had a lot of what I would call rolls. So I'm hoping that the StreamYard aspect slows that down, but I don't really have 100% hopes that it will. But you know, it might. Just have to wait and see. It might. So all my completed jewelry's going in there, and it's getting quite full. My box is getting really full. So I'm really happy with where I'm at on all that. I just am trying to do as much as possible so that I don't end up in a state of confusion the day of the festival, or if I'm unable to be there, that David doesn't end up in a state of confusion the day of the festival. That way he's got everything and he knows how to handle everything, how to price everything, and how to sell everything. That's my hope. So I'm just trying to help him out quite a bit. So I'm labeling and putting prices. And trying to put how much these things are so people, when they pick them up, they know immediately. And you don't have to answer 50,000 people 50,000 times because they will ask. They will ask in hopes that you will say something different. So, hi, if you're popping in here and you're brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I look crazy today because I got a head wrap on. If you're not brand new, thanks for coming back. We had a big craft and chat yesterday. I do actually feel a little bit better than I did yesterday. My face looks a little bit better than I did yesterday. Well, I don't know. That's subjective. It may not to you. Um, I overall feel better, and so I'm starting to unswell from my flare that I've been in with my disorder. It was this weather, y'all. This weather. I am very, very susceptible to weather. I have a neuromuscular disorder that affects my nervous system. It's kind of like MS, and it's a pain in the butt. Some days, quite literally. So what I'm doing right now is I am labeling some jewelry. Oh, I wanted to show you what I made. Oh, hang on before I get buried. Oh, can I reach it? Yeah. Okay, let me show you here. Now, my name is Elizabeth. This channel is Hillbilly Heart. Basically, it's for my husband's love of old things. He's a trapper tanner. He works a full-time job, too. Um, Last year, my health got really bad. We had a really rough year. My mom's health is not the greatest. We are back and forth. Oh, well, wait. I'm back and forth to the cow farm, so me and Mom can kind of babysit each other with our health issues. I'm staying up here long right now because a neighbor's house burnt down last week, and there's just been a lot of questions around it. And my husband was like, "Please do not go yet until I feel a little bit safer about the house." These are porcupine quill earrings. There are 3 quills cut down and lacquered into the bead caps. I may add dangles on the bottom. I haven't made my decision yet. I handmade these last night. It was a labor of love at the end. It was not fun. Anytime I work with porcupine quills, I have to be so careful that I don't lose them in the house because they will end up in feet. And listen, porcupine quills only motivate one way. So if you get one in you, it's going to go straight through you unless you go seek medical attention. So porcupine quills are not fun things. So I don't recommend. 0 out of 10, don't recommend. So, but he's a trapper tanner, and I like to make bone jewelry and tooth jewelry and weird jewelry and dream catchers. I do look like my Irish father, but my mother is native. I cut these and put them on bone beads and turquoise and curled the ends. I have a couple left, but you have to be so careful when you're working with porcupine quills because let me tell you what, if you cut those suckers, you better know where they flip off to. You better find them and catch them. They'll end up in somebody's foot, and it's not pleasant. And then I got into the little ribs that I had, and I made a set of rib, just very plain rib earrings. Really like those. Those are really pretty. Takes a certain kind of person to wear my jewelry, and I understand that. I get that. But that's okay. We can't all be alike. Now, can we? That would be boring. Wouldn't it be boring if we lived in a world where we were all alike? Lord, I would be bored out of my mind. And I put them in all these little separate bags. I hoard these bags so I can keep everything separate because I have learned in the process of taking things to festivals and stuff and being responsible for the loading and unloading is absolute heck. Absolute heck if you do not keep everything separated, because I don't care if you're just going 5 minutes down the road. They'll tangle. They will tangle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you laid them out straight. They will tangle. It doesn't matter. And so that's one thing that I have learned over the years. Now, I've made a lot of vertebrae necklaces and bone bead necklaces. Just a lot of various types of jewelry that I enjoy making. So yesterday we did a big dream catcher. If you want to watch the live from yesterday, we had like I call it a roll your britches up moment. I was talking about things that were important to me that I had witnessed and seen on the news. And just letting you know how I feel about it. I'm a retired parole officer, so sometimes I like to tell you my perspective on things. And it may not be your perspective, but it may be handy to get to know my perspective because it may amplify your perspective. Okay? I am a big heifer of a gal, though I'm much smaller than I was. Used to halter break show cattle and shoe horses and do all that stuff. Let me get a jump, baby. And so I'm a big old gal. I used to be a lot stronger before I got this disorder. I worked as a wilderness boot camp counselor for juvenile delinquents. It's the nicest way I can say that. Before I was a parole officer, and had a boy attack me with an axe. So I had a lot of damage done to my leg, my left leg particularly. I had a lot of surgeries and a lot of steroids and gained a lot of weight, and just kind of had to start over in the grand scheme of things with health. So I was a power lifter and a very strong Amazon in high school, and then when that happened, it's kind of like life stopped and I had to start all over again. So, and then I went on to, I did an AmeriCorps contract and taught children and parents how to read. It was to help the kids with reading, but I found out the best way to help the kids with reading was to make it to where the parents could also help them with reading. So I taught probably more parents to read than children, but in the long run, it helped out because the kids were like, yeah, my mom and dad totally helped me the next 4 years in school. And then after that, I went to work for the state, the Department of Corrections, and because I'm really good with hateful people, I used to, where's my other tweezers? I used to hog hunt on the weekends. I used to have, my family had a hunting lodge, my family had a taxidermy shop. I was really good with abrasive people, but I had a status and a stature about me. So they put me with the aggressive men because that's kind of where I did the best. And so I supervised violent offenders. And did that for a long time. And then when my disorder began presenting as kind of like MS, it took them 6 years to diagnose me. But as soon as I was diagnosed, the state was like, "You're gone." And I was like, "Gee." Not a great employer-employee relationship there. Not what I thought anyway. I thought they were much more attached to me. Apparently not. But you know, you live and you learn. I did. So that's where we are today. And however you stumbled across me, I'm glad you did. We have a really great, quiet community. We don't play the games that other people play on this platform. We're really chill, invested in our wonderful subs and good people that we have here, and we really enjoy adding to the family. So if you're here for all the right reasons, welcome, welcome, welcome. I twang. I know I twang. You don't have to tell me I twang. I choose to twang. I have a master's in psychology, but it's okay. I can twang. It's fine. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Let me see if I can highlight you, Sally. There we go. I'm figuring out how to do this again. You be careful, Lou. That's a bad place to drive. Hi, Mary. Good to see you roaming on in. Right now, I've decided to add a little light turquoise disc to the bottom of this because these are some big hefty earrings. Now, Kim is supposed to be coming out here in a little bit, so I thought I'd get a head start on things. Watch me drop this. Oh, please don't let me drop this. So I'm trying to get a head start on some of this crap. I've been working on this what seems like forever. I did a dream catcher yesterday. Sorted out some stuff. I'm waiting on the rest of my dream catchers because I've got foxtails coming in. And I talked to Sabrina earlier. I'm making one for Sabrina, but I need a specific item, so I've got to wait on something to come in to do hers. So I may work on the rest of it, but I'm going to be stumped until I get that one item in. So if you have never had a personalized dream catcher made from you, but you think you've got something going on and you might benefit from one, you can always email me at watersworkload@gmail.com. Kind of tell me what's going on. And I have woven them for people. I do have them kind of all over the U.S. I even have one in Washington State. And have a lot of feedback from the people that have used them. So I don't ask for like payment for weaving. I ask for you to pay for the supplies I put into your dream catcher, but you don't have to pay me for my weaving. I don't really think that's right. So you just pay for the supplies I put into it and the shipping. My weaving is free because that's the way it should be. So, especially if you're having issues and you're not wanting decor, you're wanting it for the true reason behind dream catchers. Yeah, the weaving's free. You just need to, I just need to replace all my stuff, So. And I do enjoy helping people when they state that they need dream catchers. And if you want to see what kind I make, you can kind of see I make a mix between the old and the new. I can make them more new age, but I will use natural things, and if you'll let me, I do use bones and fur. I use buffalo horn beads, water buffalo horn beads, bone beads, dried flowers, natural ribbons, all that stuff. Now that just kind of finished those off, didn't it? I really like those now. That was what it needed. That's what it needed. I just couldn't see that last night. I was tired last night, y'all. I've been cooking dinner and working on these and just trying to continue making as much jewelry as possible. And I was tired. I think this is something I pulled out for Kim. Kim's birthday's coming up. Ugh, Lord have mercy. Let's see if it's what I thought it was. Yes, it is. She's a huge wolf person, so I got her a stainless wolf, or sterling wolf on a stainless chain. I thought she would like that. I thought she would like that. Put that over here for a second. Okay, now then, mostly what I'm doing is I'm taking my vertebrae jewelry that I have linked together and I'm unlinking them and putting them in jewelry boxes. Now this is a safety protocol so that you will not rip your ear off. So they stay wedged up in here, but after I pinch them, you know, if you put so much weight on them, they will give so that you will not rip your goddamn ear off. Because we don't want that to happen, you know, do we? It's a little bit warmer in my neck of the woods today. Yesterday was a bad day. I had a sore throat yesterday. Did not feel good. I'm still super swollen. I've been swollen, honestly, since I took my trip to see my grandbabies in Georgia. That was a rough trip on me. I don't know why it was so hard, but it was terribly hard. And I've just been struggling ever since then. And I think maybe I'm starting to pull out of it, but if the weather continues to dip, it's going to take a long time for me to get out of this. So I'm just trying to take it day by day right now. And my jaw popped out yesterday. It took me like 3 hours to get my jaw to pop back in yesterday. Oh, it was horrible. So that's why I ended the stream. It was getting hard to talk. And it was getting painful. So I just thought, no, I'm going to have to go. That's why I cut it. You know, of course, I've been working for a while, but I cut it really short, really quick, which is not like me. I normally jibber jab for a while. But I had just had enough. And I was hurting. So I thought, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to hang these to this. I think that will work better. I would like to create an all-in-one jewelry holder that works better than what I seem to have found to purchase. I don't know if I ever will, but I would like to think that I could come up with something that works better than what these people made. I don't know if I can yet. Sorry, I thought I saw a vehicle next door, and I've been kind of trying to watch the neighbors. If you haven't been up to speed, the neighbor's house burnt last week, and that also did not help my health. It put me into a horrible place. I was just in flare due to the adrenaline. Let me see. Sometimes I have it turned up too loud, Mary, and it makes noise. Oh, is that better or worse? Is it better or worse? Doesn't help that I'm rattling things. Just say better or worse. Same. I think we ran into this last time too. I probably need to just do an attachment mic, but I talk so loud. I'll see if that helps. Did that help any? I talk so loud, I'm scared to get one of those attachment mics because I'm afraid I will blast y'all out because I'm just such a loud talker. I really am a horribly loud talker. The last time I used my iPad, I think we had the same problem. We'll figure it out at some point. These are actually the sea glass, the sea sediment sea glass beads. Oh, they match me today, but I have on these big hunkers today. Ugh, well figured out. I'm probably going to have to break down and buy. I'm probably going to have to break down and buy a mic, and I'll just have to tell myself, don't scream. because I'm such a loud talker. Of course, sometimes when I'm mumbling or having to run on thought, I notice that I don't speak as loud as I probably should. I guess there's always room for improvement in every avenue. Y'all, I have gone through so many bags, and I have reused so many bags, and I am definitely a world record for collecting Temu bags and reusing them. And as a retired parole officer, I hate to see little baggies. They annoy me because, they remind me of. But I have to keep them and I have to reuse them. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm going to stay on till Kim gets here and so y'all can say howdy to Kim. Let's see. Yeah, and then I just have some little, like, source jewelry that I thought people would like. And this is one that I made that it's a stainless dual basin ring with amethyst and labradorite in it. Very cute. Very cute, very cute, very cute. I'm sure Kim will knock even though she has a key. She's one of the people, she'll knock even though she has a key. Now then, let's see, can I get this on here without? I don't want to stretch it out because I've got it on like a 7 or 8. This one is made like a spoon ring. Spoon man. That came to my head when I said that. It's the way my brain works, people. It's the way my brain works. Okay, get on there, bud. Come on. Work for me. So, I was hoping to get out of the jewelry woods yesterday, which I did, kind of. I made a dream catcher. But I'm hoping to be able to put the jewelry stuff up. Because I've sorted through the majority of my craft room. I need to go ahead and put the rest of my jewelry stuff up in the areas I've designated for it. And I want to move on to rattles, the rest of my dream catchers, and some bigger items. And I'm just... I seem to be stuck in jewelry. It's not fun. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it. I like jewelry, but it's not my favorite thing to do. I like to be more creative with the larger jewelry. Now, doing the porcupine quill, that was fun. It was fun, but it just, I like to do the other stuff. Now, what's in here? I don't even know what's in here. I made this a long time ago. It is a tooth key ring. Makes me wonder if I should resin on over that puppy. Should I? And put a bit of clasp on it? I don't know. Yeah. That was a non-committal. Okay, so I have purposefully tried to not watch the news this morning because the news yesterday was just such a crapshoot. And when I talked to Sabrina this morning, I got kind of pulled in on something. I don't really know if I wanted to be pulled in on, but I got pulled in on it, so here we be. And I don't know. Every time it seems like I turn around, the world is getting a little bit creepier. And y'all, when did that happen? Full time, legit, like the whole. I'm gonna resin this a little bit more. Like the whole mother freaking world is just not right. Like something's not right. It's like absolutely nothing is working the way it should. Don't you fall. And the corruption, oh, don't you do that either. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. The corruption level. Here, Kim, the corruption level that we're seeing everywhere is just off the charts. Hang on, let me let her in and wash my hands. I got resin on my hands. Okay. Hey, I'm live. Okay. Just to warn you, I'm gonna wash my hands. I got resin on my hands. Stack your dishes to where it turns off your water. I did a good job.
I remember to bring.
Ooh, that's pretty. I've got all my stuff ready to go into my. Oh.
Because number two holds the other ones together, so.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Got resin all over me right then. She came bearing gifts.
Do you have a wax warmer?
I have two of them. Where are they? Oh, what is that?
Tanisha makes those. That one's called Southern Blooms.
They're like tiny. I like my. That's like a coffee shop. What is that?
The banana nut bread, I think it is.
Oh yeah, it smells like a bakery coffee shop.
Right.
Ooh, who makes it? Tanisha. What's her business?
Arcane Flame Company.
Arcane Flame Company.
Yeah.
On
She's got it on Facebook for sure.
On Facebook, Arcane Flame Company on Facebook. Wax melt. It smells like a coffee shop bakery. It's banana bread kind of combination. It's really nice. And these smell like peonies. I call them pionies. And then look what Kim got me. It says weirdo number 2. And just a hint, there's 3 of us. So we're special. We're special. I actually have you something too. Where to put it?
To which chair? Oh,
Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty?
And it is now on my neck.
I got resin all over me, and I bet you I resin this too much. No, we did okay. Yeah, and he should last longer than we do. You can sit there in David's chair. It don't matter. Okay.
Well, in case you need me to hand you something, I'm right here.
So Kim's here. We're gonna get into this jewelry.
Hi, everybody.
She said, "Howdy, everybody." She's being bashful. Kim's here. We're gonna get into. Oh, here she comes. I called her on it, so here she comes.
Hey, at least I don't have my cow hoodie on. Hey guys, hope everybody's having a great day.
I saw a shirt you needed the other night. Did I send it to you? No, I don't think it said I could be meaner. It just said in lower caps, I could be meaner.
I've got to find the shirts that I made for the 3 of us. I put them up in my craft room.
I said hi. So, I saw socks like that, and I like show. She always shows up. Every time we read each other, we always have stuff for each other. So we're gonna sort through this crap and get this jewelry knocked out because it's haunting me because I can't get away from it. I can't get through it. It's irritating the poo out of me. So we're gonna get through that and come up with some ideas about some stuff, and then maybe tomorrow I'll be back. But if you did not craft with me yesterday, listen, there's a whole big giant, like almost 2-hour event that you can go watch from yesterday. So go have at it. Leave me your comments. Tell me how you think on what's going on, what I'm talking about, and let's start communicating on all this stuff. And if you would like to look into something that kind of has wigged me out, look into the imprisonment of John Flynn to what seems to be on a psychiatric hold. And I'm having a hard time understanding this. And I worked in that world. So, just food for thought. Oh, and look at the Battle of Tonkin and see if it sounds familiar to what's going on currently today. And it's, that's kind of how we got sucked into Vietnam, or how they planned for us to get into Vietnam. What does it sound just like today? The Battle of Tonkin. Tonkin. So, there's your homework for tonight. Go put wrinkles in your brain, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Now, how do I stop this thing? I'm on StreamYard. All right, love you. Bye, guys.